We're getting some news from Chennai. An SUV driven by a doctor fell into a stormwater under construction pit in Adyar, shocking the commuters there. These are pictures, in fact, of that CIVIC APATHY that has been caught on camera. All the people around that car are shocked as to what really has happened. The driver of the car was unable to calculate the recently dug pit before the car fell into it and got wedged diagonally with the rear wheels on air. The driver, thankfully, has had only minor injuries. He's escaped with some injuries. After an hour of struggle, the vehicle was moved out of the pit. Here are pictures of CIVIC APATHY caught on camera. It's an open storm drainage which has essentially trapped that car belonging to a doctor, fallen into it. The Tamil Nadu government during last year's monsoon season, assured there shall be no more water stagnation in the city. It has initiated a network of storm water drainage system. Unfortunately, this has led to many pits being dug out across the city, but the work seems to be progressing in an extremely slow manner, causing such hazards to commuters. Pramod is getting us more details. Pramod, in this case, the CIVIC APATHY caught on camera there, as we can see. It's a bizarre situation, but what we know is that the person who was driving the car has escaped with some injuries. This could have been deadly, isn't it?
Well, it actually would have been definitely turned deadly because there are so many such stormwater drainage pits that have been dug across the city, and we saw how there was some rainwater stagnation across the city. 11 parts completely underwater, and that's the reason this new system has been dug out. But the problem here is that there is no kind of warning stickers or anything on that part, and most of them are just left open. And the new drivers, especially this person is from Andhra Pradesh, they do not know the exact city how it was last month, and they couldn't calculate, and that's the reason you could see that SUV stuck in such an odd manner. Thankfully, the driver did sustain injuries, but it was not major. But this is something the state has, especially Greater Chennai Corporation, has to take it very seriously, because at least they have to place some stickers or some kind of warning signs in the surrounding these kind of stormwater drainage pits, because these are in prominent areas in some places on the middle of the road, and many drivers who are not aware of it are in it is causing potential danger to many such drivers.
Oh yes, absolutely. Why haven't these warning signs been put up, and why isn't there a better solution to the stormwater drainage system there, Pramod? What are the authorities telling you?
Well, it only turns out to be a kind of tussle between ADMK and DMK, claiming that the previous government, even though they said smart city, they did not act properly. But here, currently, the government is trying to construct a stormwater drainage system, but there doesn't seem to be a proper calculation of it, because whichever location where there's going to be heavy traffic, or such locations where there are going to be vehicles parked, they have to actually plan it according to make sure that there is another route that has been cleared for the traffic, or some other area where they could park the vehicles. But unfortunately, it seems like most of the places have been dug, but the work in progress is extremely slow. This is what certain authorities have told us from the Greater Chennai Corporation, and they are also afraid that if this construction is not completed on time, Chennai might have to see another difficulty during the monsoon. However, already such pits have started to cause potential death to drivers in the city now.
As is evident. Pramod, thanks for getting us all of those details. So these are sinkholes on Chennai roads, and you can see what it can do to you if you're driving or using one of the roads in Chennai city.